Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live now, in its third year. The annual Hip Hop Youth Festival will be taking place from the 10th to the 11th of June in Durban. The KZN provincial government announced their continued support for the youth in the area. The festival includes a youth talent development program which seeks to discover and nurture young musicians looking to break in the industry. Event organizer Hlubi Radebe joins us from our Durban studio. Hlubi, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. You had Rick Ross at last year's event. Who's on your lineup this year?
Thank you for having me. This year, we're keeping it strictly local. I mean, we have such rich talent in South Africa and in our province. We thought, you know, in line with also the movement that's going on in the country, let's use the talent that we have and focus all our energies on that in celebrating the talents that we have and also discovering even more talent within South Africa. So yeah, we have just our local heroes from your AKAs, your Caspers, Youngers, Nasty C's, Ricky Rick, Malum Cool Cat, MTs. Yeah, so a whole list, over 40 artists from Southern Africa.
Okay, so the festival obviously is about youth development and setting up programs that empower youth. But what else do you think needs to be done in able to bridge that gap between creating the vision and creating the opportunity?
This year we're also introducing a conference, you know, which is going to take place on the 10th, on a Thursday. Basically, in this conference, it's also talking about the industry as a whole, because what we need to realize now is that we can't just look at music as just entertainment. Music is now part of the things that add to the economy of the country, to the livelihood of the youth. I mean, we've seen with the success again of your AKA and your Caspers, where you've seen how they've taken from being just artists to being businessmen and breaking into contributing into the development and the economy of the country. And that is what we need to now make our youth understand, that, you know, once, if you've got this talent, realize that you now are a brand, are a product, and are a business. And so that is what we're trying to develop. I mean, you'll find in next week where we go to a conference, people from our city, from our tourism, from our arts and culture talking to the youth. We even have a gentleman by the name of Awonke Kaba, who's coming in from the private banking sector, because he handles accounts of sportsmen. When we were talking, like it's not very different, because you might find music, the lifespan of your album or of your career is short, but the money that you make during that time must be able to sustain you, or must be able to take you to the next level. So if you make 5 million rand of your first album and your next album it doesn't do so great, you must be able to still carry on. You must start businesses. You must start certain things that will take you to the rest of your life. And that's what we're trying to instill now into the program, into the youth that we find at an early stage, that when you break and you make that money, use it wisely and develop yourself and start a business and start something that will sustain you.
Many people will argue that is a great value add to this youth development festival. The big issue is that a lot of artists come from very poor backgrounds, from very marginalized backgrounds. So they traditionally have a very bad relationship or an emotional relationship with money. And they either don't value it at all. How do we make sure that we set up systems that, when you're talking about this young artist making 5 million rand off his first album, that there is a advisor or a mentor that can mentor them in the right direction?
Yes, as part of the Youth Hip Hop Fest program, there is a documentary that we're shooting called My Connect. So with My Connect it's basically, what we're saying is that we take this, we've done auditions, we went to places as far as Inanda, around our province, finding talent. So what we've done is that we've laid out that, you know, a 360-degree plan for an artist, right when they haven't broke, right when we have their attention. you know, to say, okay, for you to be from where you are to becoming your next big star, this is what you need, you know, from your recording studios to your management to your banking to your finance. So through this program, which it's going to be a reality TV show that we are shooting. We started in February 18th, and we currently on our 5th episode now. Is that we make sure that in this early stage we introduce them to these plans, and we introduce them to the realities of this world, good and bad. I mean, when we did the auditions, we had well over 1,000 KZN youth. Now we are down to about 160, and 20 of them will get to perform amongst these grades at the Youth Hip Hop Festival next week Saturday. And again, in the journey, so they get to meet real artists that are there and get to learn, because in our program as well, you'll find we've invited your Zagwes, your DJ Tiras as well, your Duncans, to talk about your OK Malum Kulke, to talk about their struggles to where they are and what was, so they can hear. So what we're saying is that instill it early, this institute of looking after your future, after your well-being, when you do make it. Instill it early so that when they break, hopefully they take it forward. So if you introduce all these people, all these learnings now, when you have their attention, when they break, you hope that they have valued what you've given them, and they take it through in their learning. So when they do break, they can prolong their livelihood.
Hlubi, very quickly, details. Anybody watching that's in that neck of the woods around that time, ticket prices, where can they go, very quickly?
Our ticket prices, 160 Rand for general, 280 for Golden Circle, and 600 for VIP. You get them at the Compu Ticket. The concert takes place, it's a full day festival, 12 midday to 12 midnight. Bring your refreshments, bring your picnic baskets, your camp chairs, and let's enjoy the best of African hip-hop.
We're going to leave it there. Thank you very much, Hlubi Radebe. He's the event organizer for the annual Durban Hip Hop Youth Festival, with a hope of attracting over 25,000 youth. Organizers of the 3rd Youth Hip Hop Festival work hand in hand with the KZN provincial government. Google details if you want to find out more. We take an ad break. Don't get it.